Good evening, people of God. Welcome to episode 32 of Hymn of Our Fathers. On Hymn of Our Fathers, weekly like this, we take a look at the life of hymn writers, stories, events, situations, and circumstances that surround some of our popular hymns, and we then draw lessons and inspirations for our life from it. On this episode 32, we'll be taking a look at this popular hymn, Grace 'Tis a Charming Sound. Grace 'Tis a Charming Sound. This song was written by Philip Dougridge, who lived between 1702 and 1781. So join me tonight as we take a look at his life briefly and the reasons why he summarized his life and gave us this song, Grace 'Tis a Charming Sound. Philip Dougridge was born in London in 1702. Philip was the 20th child of his parents, but surprisingly, his parents never had two children at the same time. 18 of those children died at infant. He too was so weak and was expecting that he would die, but he eventually survived it. His father was a pastor who was ejected from ministry when Charles II became the king because he refused Charles to enter into Anglican church for conscience sake. When he was 13 years old, both his parents died of illness, and it was a few loving friends who sent him to school. He also expressed his desire to be a minister, and because of his good academic record, the Duchess of Bedford offered to pay for the education of either Oxford or Cambridge, but he rejected the offer and entered non-conformist academic at Kibot. He preached his first sermon at the age of 20 and became pastor of a Congregational church in Kibot also. He became friends with Dr. Isaac Watt, who is one of our popular hymn writers too, and it was Dr. Isaac Watt that encouraged him to write closing hymns to his sermon, and a usual practice for Watt. He wrote several notable hymns that includes "O Happy Day," "Hark the Glad Sound," "Awake My Soul," "O God of Bethel," "Ye Servants of the Lord," and of course this popular hymn, Grace is a Charming Sound, and several other hymns too. Apart from writing hymns, he also wrote New Testament commentary. He became pastor of a Congregational church also in Northern and spent 20 years there. And there he opened a theological seminary, and there he taught in the school in addition to his pastoral duties. He had fought tuberculosis for years, and at a point he finally became too weak to continue ministry. He sailed from Northampton to Lisbon and died there in 1781 at the age of 79. The hymn "O Happy Day" summarized his experience as he longed for eternity. 4 years after his death, his friend Job Houghton published 375 of his hymns, and his grandchildren published additional 22 later when they found more manuscripts in his room. We can simply conclude that the word of this hymn, Grace is a Charming Sound, can only come from someone like Philip, who never thought that he can become anybody in life. In fact, he thought himself that he's not supposed to even reach that age of 79. And reaching that age, he can summarize that his life is about the grace of God. Our life is just by the grace of God and nothing more. We are included in the plan of God, and we must recognize this. And everything other than this is just by grace. We are saved through grace. We are redeemed through grace. Grace wrote our names to heaven, and grace took our sorrows away. Grace taught us also how to pray. And the writer finally prayed that this grace will help him to give himself wholly to him who have already graced him. So if there is something you should crave for, it is the grace of God and nothing more. Saved by grace alone, this is all my plea. Jesus died for all mankind, and Jesus died for me also. You have to believe that Jesus died for you, and you have to believe in the grace of God so that you can make it with him even in eternity. Join me tonight as we sing Grace 'Tis a Charming Sound, and let this word of grace continue to ring in your life every day, and continue to ask for the grace of God on a daily basis. God will give us His grace. Join me to sing tonight. charming sound, harmonious to the ear. Heaven with the echo shall resound, and all the hearts shall hear. Save by grace alone, this is all my plea. Jesus died for all mankind, and Jesus died for me. 'Twas grace that wrote my name in life eternal book. 'Twas grace that gave me to the land, who all my sorrow took. Saved by grace alone, this is all my plea. Jesus died for all mankind, and Jesus died for me. Grace taught my wandering feet to tread the heavenly road, and new supply each I made, pressing up to God. Saved by grace alone, this is all my plea. Jesus died for all mankind, and Jesus died for me. Grace taught my soul to pray, and make my hand overflow. 'Tis grace that kept me to this day, and will not let me go. Led by grace alone, this is all my plea. Jesus died for all mankind, and Jesus died for me. Oh, let thy grace inspire my soul with strength divine. May all my paths to thee aspire, and my days be done. Saved by grace alone, this is all my plea. Jesus died for all mankind, and Jesus died for me. Saved by grace alone, this is all my plea. Jesus died for all mankind, and Jesus died for me, and he died for you too. Just accept his grace, and all will be well with you. Thank you for watching this episode 32. Many thanks to those who are following us every week. Let's do well to share this broadcast to others who might enjoy the words and the story of our hymns every week. Subscribe also to our YouTube channel at Kingdom Purpose Television Network, and I will see you next week by God's grace. God bless you.